Hope everybody is doing well on this particular Wednesday afternoon. It's time for another online dinner party where we invite people in to talk about what they've got going on in their lives and share their stories and all along those kind of ways. And definitely let folks know how things are going here in Durham, North Carolina as well. So, yesterday, and today has been a very lovely day. If you step outside, it's like a cool breeze and it's definitely some lovely fall weather. So that is definitely something that I know people are enjoying as it's football season. And now we're heading into a World Series that'll start on Friday between the Toronto Blue Jays and the LA Dodgers and all in that kind of way. And I know there are some folks that are rooting for one of those teams or another. My team, the Milwaukee Brewers, got swept by the Dodgers. So I was not a big fan of that and was actually hoping for the underdog series. So I was kind of rooting for Seattle against Milwaukee and didn't get my wish in either one of those ways. It might be like my fantasy football team, which is 1-5 and not doing all that well either. But who knows? Maybe I'll get on a winning streak, as they said, because as one of the commissioners, or as the commissioner said in that particular league, it would take a minor miracle for me to get into the playoffs, as my team is doing very bad and all along those lines. But hey, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, and I haven't done well for a number of years. As a matter of fact, some of the people are wondering why I even bother to be involved in fantasy football, since I seem to pick horrible teams every year and can't seem to figure out what players to put in either. So yeah, it's definitely not been a good couple of years in that space and all along those lines. But hey, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And there are other folks that are trying to have almost as bad luck as I'm having, because just down the road from me here in Durham, North Carolina, is a UNC football team that isn't doing that well either. So definitely they're not doing all that hot, even though I think Duke is doing all right. They might be playing 500 ball or something like that, but they're hanging in there. And there are other sports teams in this area that are doing okay as well. And of course, a lot of people are paying attention to stuff going on in the world and all in that space, whether it's things going on in the Middle East or things going on in Ukraine and a number of other places as well. So I'm going to bring in my guest and see what she's got going on in her world. Maybe it's cool where she's at and everything like that. So we're going to see how Phyllis Levitt is doing and have a conversation with her as she's got things going on about America Therapy and all in that kind of way. So you're the author of America in Therapy, and sometimes it feels like we need therapy with all the trials and tribulations that are going on. I know that I went briefly in between, because I did a split shift at the cultural center that I work at and all along those lines, but in that gap period in the split shift, I went down to the No Kings March and saw a lot of people that were definitely upset at what's going on in America at this particular time and all along those lines and all in that way. So tell me a little bit about yourself and about America in Therapy, and definitely I'm sure we'll have a rich conversation and all along those lines. And how is the weather where you are?
It's absolutely beautiful. I'm in New Mexico right now, and it's like between 60 and 70 and sunny and breezy. And so couldn't be better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah, it's really nice. And winter will come at some point, but I don't know when.
And I'm not
Yeah.
rushing it. I don't know about you, but I'm not rushing winter to come.